Hello everyone, it's Petko Aleksandrov and I continue today on the 12th of January 2021. Great time for the Bitcoin, great time to be on the cryptocurrency market. The last video I have recorded, the price reached the second target for the Fibonacci and I have drawn the new Fibonacci. Okay, so here was the target, the 28,307, the one I've been talking a lot about. It was reached perfectly on the 27th of December. Then the price pulled back. I had another entry and the price continued higher. This is the new Fibonacci that we have with huge targets, 35,918 and 48,105. As I've said, since we don't have any resistance levels, then these Fibonacci targets are the only thing we can have, and of course the round numbers as 40,000, 50,000, 60,000 and so on. Okay, the first target was reached easily and I had a few buying opportunities, so that's what I'm about to share today and I will go slowly through them. So what happened after the price reached the 30,000? Okay, you can see how important are the round numbers. Okay, the price went towards 30,000, 29,000, and when it gets very closely to 30,000, here it is, boom. Okay, one more time, once the price breaks a round number, it goes another 1,000, 2, 3, in this case 3,000 like nothing, okay, straight away upwards. Then there was a pullback, the price retested the 30,000 and it continued higher, and I had my first counter trend lines right over here. Okay, so the highest point on the 3rd of January, right after the new year, it was 34,810, and then the price pulled back down to 28,000. So that was like a strong sign that some of the investors that are buying are looking for quick profits and they're selling it off, and that was expected, okay? Because as I've mentioned already a few times in my videos, it is the huge guys that push the price higher in 2020 and now in 2021, okay? It's not the mass of people anymore. So you need to keep in mind that some of these huge investors, hedge fund managers, they are quite happy to take profits as 100%. Okay, so imagine all the investors that bought at the 14, 15,000, 16,000, they got over 100% profit in these levels when the price broke the 30,000 and it reached the 34,000. And the huge investors, the funds, they are used to profits like 20% a year. And for a few months, even less, for a few weeks, I can say, over 100% in their profits. Okay, because I personally think that the huge guys started to buy somewhere after the $14,000 in 2020. Alright, so such drops are caused exactly because of some massive sell-off and investors selling many bitcoins. Okay, that's not a drop because I sold a few bitcoins or some other small retail investor. Okay, so what were my entries right over here? You can see here is the initial counter trend line. I will zoom it a little bit so you can see better, and then I had a few aggressive counter trend lines. Here is my first setup. I had the failure of the recent low, the price broke not that aggressively and there was the drop, and then what happened, the price recovered. I had the chance to use the next aggressive counter trend line. The price was cheaper than that moment and I've bought over here again another drop, and then the price pushed higher. And what happened, it reached up to 35, 36,000. At that moment the high was 35,868. This is according to Coinbase price. I had the failure of the recent low, the counter trend line, that was the break over here, and then boom, the price reached $40,000, guys. Alright, so for a few days, from 30 to 40,000. This is a move of over $10,000 for the Bitcoin. Now I had another setup right over here, and then when the price reached the highest point until the moment, which is 41,986, I had two setups that I didn't take, okay, and I will tell you why. So this one and that one, the ones that are marked in red, are setups with my system, but I didn't take them, and I will tell you why. I will show you a difference between when the price was breaking the 30,000 and when the price was breaking the 40,000. Okay, so here was the 30,000. I will go back to it and you will see what we have. Okay, the price just broke it aggressively and it retested and it continued higher. All right, now with the 40,000, the difference, I will show it to you right over here. Okay, so here the price went towards the 40,000, and when it broke, it fell immediately. Okay, so here is the moment. Let me zoom it. Price reaching 40,000, and in the same 1 hour candlestick, it dropped below 36,000. Actually, if I have to be precise, the lowest point is 36,200. Okay, so that was the lowest point. There is a difference. One more time, I will go back to the 30,000 because it's very important to notice when there is a sign of weakness. Okay, here it is. The price goes towards the 30,000. When it reaches, very impulsive break, a few $1,000s upwards, then it could retest and it continues higher. Okay, while what we have with the 40,000, as it breaks, it fell down to the 36,200 in the same 1 hour. That was a strong sign of weakness. Anyway, I had the setup, so I just didn't buy anything right over here. Then the price made another push. One more time, the highest price for the moment is 41,986.37. Then I had another setup, but I didn't take that one as well. And when just the price went sideways, I knew that there will be a fall, and at that moment I took some of the profits, closed a few positions on another platform just after that candlestick right here, after that level was broken. Okay, the 38,500, if I put a horizontal line over here, right over here. Okay, so you see what the bigger picture is. There was the sign of weakness that I talked about at the 40,000. Then one more push, and then 1 time, 2 time, 3 times, and on the fourth, right over here, I just took some profits into one of my other accounts, and then I had a chance to buy at a cheaper price. Okay, price dropped with over 20% for 1 day. All right, so yesterday the price fell down to 31,627, which was a 20% drop for 1 day. And if you consider it from the highest point to the lowest point of yesterday, this is a move bigger than $10,000. Okay, and then I had a nice setup right over here, which I took, very aggressive counter trend line. And actually I've moved it a little bit, should be like that. Okay, here it is. So I had lower lows, lower highs, and then right over here the price failed to take this low, impulsive break, and I had a chance right over here to enter. Okay, so this is the setup at the moment. Many people accept that move as a very negative sign for the Bitcoin. Definitely this is another sign of weakness, but as I've explained, personally I think that this is because many of the investors, they are just taking quick profits now after they have bought the Bitcoin below the 20,000. All right, so they are taking profit somewhere between 50 to 100%, which is a huge profit for investors who have never been on the crypto market, and they're used to the yields they get from bonds, deposits in banks, and something about 20 to 30% a year. And now the Bitcoin gave the opportunity for the investors to make over 100% just in a few weeks. So personally, I think it's a matter of time before more and more investors buy the Bitcoin and push the price higher. But as you know, I always look at the daily chart, and as far as we are in an uptrend, I'm taking the opportunities with the counter trend lines and the aggressive counter trend lines, and we will see what happens. We'll see if the price will have another bigger retracement downwards or it will push upwards. Alright, so that's the current setup I have at the moment, and right over here at the 30,000 we can put another horizontal line because we have a few times a strong support right over here. Okay, I will just put it exactly to the 30,000. So I will just need to right click and go to settings, and here I will put it at 30,000. And here it was a resistance, but just one time, and then the price pushed higher. Then there was a break right over here. The price, as we said, the price went below the 28,000, but there was no 1 hour candle that closed below the 30,000. Then second time it was a support, and now yesterday it was a strong support. Okay, so I'll keep it on the chart as a possible future support, and we'll see if it will play a role or not. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching the video. If you have any questions about the setup, let me know. If you have any questions about the entries, let me know in the comments below as well, and I will make sure to answer them quickly. And of course, if you'd like to share your screen with me, what is your setup, don't hesitate to do it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in another video. Cheers!